What's a YouTube channel that everyone should watch? Kurt's gesagt. I can't believe no one said Tom Scott. Absolutely. Such amazing and high-quality content. Tom will literally go across the world for a 2 to 5 minute video on a subject. He gives you everything you need to know without being too drawn out. I've been watching him since 2015 and I never realized what a legend he was until I started watching all of his different content. That man amazes me. Try Defunctland. It's a documentary series about former theme park attractions. Really high production values. And some batshit insane true stories. Michael Eisner never ceases to fascinate. Smarter every day. The guy's a little dorky, but in the best way possible. I never knew I would find Lamin or Flow so interesting. There's also cool stuff blowing up in slow-mo every now and again. I wish people would put a brief description of the channel. Exactly. I haven't heard of half the peeps on this thread. Even though I spend a lot of time on YouTube. Let me know. Geography now. He's going through every country alphabetically and he just did Georgia. It's been almost 3 years so it will take a while to get to the end, but it's really interesting if you like geography and learning about the world we live in. He just did Sao Tome and Principe. Salmonella Academy. It's educational videos on niche historic tidbits, but presented by a potty-mouthed millennial. My favorite is Terrare, the hungriest man in history. Excurb 1A. Call me Kevin. Hell yeah my dude. Okay Kevin, what YouTube channel should everyone watch? Mark Rober. Oversimplified. Wendover Productions real-life lore. Also half as interesting. Grian. CGP Grey. Primitive technology. Scott the Woz. He's very gaming focused, but every now and then he makes a video based around other stuff. His humor is also very consistent. Ah, I see you have accepted Madden08 as your lord and savior as well. Yep. I also prefer Brawl over Melee. That shit is bubonic. Crash Course. John Bois. TED Ed educational videos with good animation. Tom Scott Cody's Lab Grand Illusions Tibby's Kurt's gesagt CGP Grey Salmonella Clark and Daw. Greater than Clark and Daw. I did not come into this sub to cry. R.I.P. John Clark. Overly sarcastic productions. Lindy Beige. Forgotten Weapons. It really shows how creative people can be to create the same thing. Gun Jesus. Every frame a painting. Hasn't posted for a while unfortunately, but the content that's there is great. Slimesicle. Film Theory, Game Theory, VSAUCE, unironically. Unpopular. Game and Film Theory declined hard in quality. In some aspects, yes, such as scientific and calculation content. I still enjoy it however. Me too sometimes. It's sadly still not the same. I get why and probably would have done the same he did. But MatBat sold out. Michael here, but that's just a theory. AVSAUCE, Michael here. I am not the real Michael. Or am I? Crash Course. Binged their European history playlist this week and really enjoyed it. Kyle Hill. Used to be because science host until he moved to his own channel. Mr. Sunday Movies. Cold Fusion TV. He has a relaxing voice. Let me know. Mumbo Jumbo. Trey the Explainer and Benji Thomas. Both of whom make really good videos on natural history. With Trey also making episodes on anthropology and cryptozoology. Nerdwriter 1. Bald and Bankrupt. Crash Course. Heaps of information and fun to watch. Red Letter Media. Never fail to make me laugh. Michael Reeves. Eunice Annis. Explanation. Mark and Ethan make daily content for a year in which they either do something they've never done before or discuss something of mild interest. Humor ensues. At the end of the year, they will delete the channel and all videos on it. They are currently on day 190. The Great War 2 set. Tom Scott has very interesting videos. Scott the Woz. Half as interesting is my definition of a breakfast video. Mitten Squad. Down the rabbit hole, Frederick Knudsen walks you through the creepier and odd stories from the Internet Historian, a hilarious channel, similar to DTRH, except more comedic, narrated by a slightly drunk Australian, Thomas Sanders. His Sanders Side series take complex psychological concepts and explains them in a ways that's fun and easy to understand. His Cartoon Therapy series, though only 2 episodes, breaks down types of social relationships, both healthy and unhealthy, by comparing them to fictional relationships. A lot of important socially emotional topics are discussed in these series while also being a lot of fun to watch and open-ended enough to imprint your own experiences on the characters, making them easy to relate to. More so for Sanders sides. Yes, I love Thomas Sanders. Also, I have a question because of your username. Are you aromantic as an asexual demi-romantic person? I'm a aromantic asexual. Nika Hika. This guy never stops putting genuine effort into his work and always has something heartfelt, hilarious and creative AF to offer. A very talented guy. And now his team too. Daily dose of internet. The guy's voice is soothing. He never clickbaits. The thumbnail is the first clip you see. He doesn't beg for likes or subs. And he sources every clip he shows. Dream. The guy's a genius and his videos are hella entertaining for someone just playing Minecraft. Also Buffy he's jokes. Historia Civilis. The Senate harumphed many harumphs. Oversimplified. Daily dose of internet. It's exactly as the name describes. Real-life lore. Engineering explained. Lessons from the screenplay. Analyzes movie scripts to examine exactly how and why they are so good at telling their stories. From their website, Smarter Every Day. You, Mr. Penny Whistle has a sub on here as well. Howdy. Hey Destin. How are the Cornses getting along? I loved your last video, man. Bummer that you didn't do the 9Gs. Wanted you to know that your show is getting some shoutouts. Doesn't look like most of them know that you are a Redditor with your own sub. Keep having fun, bro. Love the show. Riras. It's just bad. Riras reviewing bad video games. Yeah. Gorillas. The music and music videos are sick AF. You should really watch M. Salmonella Academy. Yes. Great Andre. He's hilarious and he just came back too after a break. I always wondered what happened to him. I used to love his videos like 5 years ago. Same. I thought he died or like the depression got like real bad and stuff and Anyways. I'm glad he's back. Dream. Rare Earth Wendover Productions. Half as interesting alternate history hub. Nile Red, Nile Blue. I never thought I would find chemistry videos so fascinating. They're very nice to listen to and despite the fact that I barely understand what's happening, it's super interesting. Julian Salamita, such a pure, kind, and chaotic soul who makes super fun and interesting cooking videos. Also well known as Jenna Marbles' boyfriend. Everything, as far as I know, is gluten-free and vegan. So it's super interesting to see him attempt popular recipes with unusual ingredients. Eunice Annis. I know Markiplier isn't exactly an uncommon face on YouTube, but Eunice Annis is a fascinating and insanely entertaining channel. Mark and Ethan Krang gameplays do some pretty crazy shit and it's super fun to watch. John's Kitchen. John is a very talented cook and he and his wife have 3 very cute cats who make frequent appearances in his videos. 10 out of 10. Cannot recommend it enough. Kiddosaurus. Claire is a very sweet and creative lady who lives with her 7 cats and makes the most adorable videos ever. Just a reminder that her cats are also on the Cream Heroes channel. But some corporate crap happened and they weren't paying her anymore and took the channel. So don't support it. Brian David Gilbert BDG is the most iconic face, at least in my opinion. From Polygon, a gaming-themed channel. His personal channel is his absolute gem and is so beautifully weird. Also watch his Unraveled videos on Polygon if you're into gaming stuff. He's so talented and they're incredible videos. Let's game it out. Josh has a very good voice. and his videos are the most pure form of chaos I've ever seen. He basically plays different video games in, often upon the request of the developer, finds every way to break the ever-loving hell out of it. Super entertaining. Deserves a lot more recognition. Kick the PJ. I cannot believe I never see people talking about this guy. PJ is an insanely creative and imaginative guy, with amazingly crazy and weird videos. Such a wholesome guy, and his films are so inspiring. Please go check him out. He deserves all the love in the world. ASAP Science. The Infographics Show. I'm not really a history nerd, but I love their channel. I recommend watching them. Some of their videos are a bit controversial, but some of them are informational. It depends on what you're into. If you're looking to learn stuff, I'd go with Today I Found Out, or one of the other channels that Simon Whistler and his team have, or Infographics is good as well. Grandpa Kitchen. Bed Bananas has SCP multiplayer sessions, which are probably the funniest videos I've ever seen. The Great War. Military history visualized and not visualized. Same Austrian, German. I legit can't tell based on accents, so sorry in advance. Dude, if you like history, explanation, and or random shit about tactics and ForgottenWeapons.com if you like guns and their history and practical engineering. Those Indian dudes with a stick, forgot the name. I think everyone knows who I mean. Number file, just tons of great math stuff for the layman, and also some complicated stuff. Let me know. He does informational and well-made videos on events that have happened. Usually a lot of mysteries. Today I Found Out. Lots of random obscure things that happened in history you may not have known about, plus they take questions from the comments about different questions about everyday items. Barely social. He investigates internet mysteries. Very in-depth. Bright Sun films he's like Defunctland. But he does a lot of video on other abandoned things like bankrupt companies. That chapter in Night Docs. The Holderness Family. Hilarious. Electroboom, very educational and funny AF. Surprised you're the only person who mentioned him. If only to see his video on making an electric guitar. Thank you so much for watching and have a good day.